actually going to be filling in a lot of the things that we do. I will yell at you for suggestions, and that's okay, because you're going to yell right back at me. So if I ask you, where's your favorite place to go on vacation, you would say?
Mexico.
Mexico, thank you. If I said, yeah, if I would say, what's a really fun meal that you had recently?
My tooth.
Your tooth, thank you. Very good. All right, so without further ado, let me introduce ourselves. My name's Alexandra.
I'm Angelica.
I'm Fawad.
Stephanie.
Squirty.
And we are
This Is Improv.
All right, my beautiful friends, to start us off, we are going to be playing one of my favorite games called I Remember When. So we're going to just ask you for a random word, and once you give us that word, we will tell you a couple of real stories that have happened to us. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, can I get a word? Any word?
Perplexing.
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 Today, I woke up, and the way I was woken up was by a small Yorkie being placed on my bed, which was really perplexing because I had told my entire family.
I remember when that Yorkie came back into my possession, and I got told that someone's not happy right now. And that Yorkie's my cousin's Yorkie.
I remember when I was really sick with seizures in a northern state, and I was walking, and then all of a sudden I saw this little brown chihuahua come up to me, and my seizure stopped at that moment.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Spirit Halloween, you know, the Halloween store. So I went in there, and bam, I saw a Chihuahua zombie, and I'm like, that reminds me of
That reminds me of my engineer of my company that I used to go to pick up reports from, had a bunch of little Chihuahuas, and there was the dominant Chihuahua. Whenever there's a group of Chihuahuas, there's like one head bitch.
That reminds me when I go to Taco Bell, I remember the commercials with the little Chihuahua that said, Yo quiero Taco Bell. And that reminds me when
That reminds me of the time I had Taco Bell and things just did not end well. It was a bad night, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, you know never to go to Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That reminds me of the time when I really wanted Taco Bell, but then I was like, things happen at 2 o'clock in the morning when you have Taco Bell. So I did not have that Taco Bell, but I did have a huge quart of ice cream when I got home. And that was a much better choice because guess what? No consequences when it comes to ice cream.
That reminds me of the time that I had ice cream, but I found out I was actually lactose intolerant. Fun day, both Taco Bell and ice cream on the same afternoon. I was eating my emptiness away.
I remember when I was eating my emptiness away one time, and I mean, I really went into it. And I had about 3 dinners that night. And was I proud of myself? Yes. Did the next morning not go so well? Yes.
That reminds me of the time I went on a date with a fancy theater lady once, and I was so excited to be on a date after years that I ordered 3 desserts and no food, like a weirdo. They looked great, and I was so happy that I did this. I had 3 desserts. This one was looking at me like...
That reminds me of when I had my colonoscopy, I couldn't eat a single freaking bit of food. But of course this nasty bouillon thing that they prescribe to you in this horrible, nasty crap that they prescribe you.
I remember when I was in 2nd grade and I had pneumonia, and I was out of school, but I had to take this medicine, and I'm from the age when medicine was just liquids. There were no pills, okay?
That reminds me of when I was a little kid. I used to love going to the hospital if anyone was sick because I loved hospital pudding. And I thought hospital was all about like the pudding.
That reminds me of when I was a kid, 2nd grade, they used to bring lunch into your classrooms. And I had this beautiful Mulan lunchbox, and I smelled the mac and cheese.
That reminds me of a time that at work I went to the refrigerator and I grabbed a purple lunchbox. And
That reminds me of the time I accidentally ate someone else's food. I didn't know, I swear to God. I thought it was mine, it looked like arroz con pollo, and I
That
grabbed it.
reminds me of the proud time when I would always refuse the meat pizza in favor of the cheese pizza. The only kid wanted cheese because I'm Muslim, and so like to do my dietary rules at school. But it made me this cool, weird, like, wow, why is he getting the regular
I
pizza?
remember when I was in 1st grade and some kid saw me smile and he goes, your teeth are really sharp. Are you a vampire? And I was like, no. And he goes, are you sure?
That reminds me of the fact that I was known for having a very hard head when I was a little kid because I loved milk. I used to drink it obsessively. I used to, we used to play street football outside every party, and I used to like ram people with my head. And I became known for having this really hard head.
When I was a kid, and I thought that you had to have milk to be healthy. 1 glass of milk a day, 3 square meals.
That reminds me of the food pyramid that we were all taught in school. What the hell's up with the food pyramid, man?
That reminds me of when I was told that I couldn't have orange juice in the morning anymore because it made me sick. I don't know why. It's vitamin C,
That
right?
reminds me of when I found out milk and magnesia was not the same thing as milk when I was little.
That reminds me of Pepto-Bismol, which I drink like candy. I love Pepto-Bismol. I would drink it just out. I would just order a Pepto, and I want a glass of Pepto, because
That reminds me of the time I accidentally had Pepto-Bismol, not knowing it had aspirin. 2 hours later, I was in the hospital.
What? And scene.
So for our expert, we have, the head, the brains of the outfit standing in the front, and in the back, the hands do the talking. So in the back, we have Lewis being the hands of this expert. Now, this expert is a genius. Okay, we'll answer any questions that you have, but first we need to know what they're an expert in. So what is this an expert in?
Pasta.
Ah, yes, the pastas.
So I give you the expert of pasta.
Buongiorno, it is I, Chef Giorgio. Welcome to your Falcon Pub. I've been hired as a new chef. I am the executive chef, so this guy is still okay, but I'm here to toughen him up and to tighten it up and make everything a little more chic, you know what I mean? We're going to get sexy here at the Falcon Pub. We've got some avant-garde menu items that I'm going to be introducing here. You at the bar, you will enjoy it. Light your passion. So, at this point, they wanted me to talk to all of you normal little people. You're so cute with your little lives and your little faces. I flew in here from my helicopter, on my helicopter from South Beach, where I live, to share my knowledge about pasta. Ah, the pasta. So, what are your questions about the pasta? Yes, you.
What's your favorite pasta shape?
Oh, you have asked me a passionate question. I like it. Of course, when you talk about pasta, there is only one shape that is acceptable, and that is the infinity shape pasta. The figure eight pasta. As a show of hands, how many people had the figure eight pasta? You? You? How about you? You, the dumpy looking one. Let me point at the dumpy looking one. Oh, no? Yes, 5 of you have had the infinity pasta. Wonderful. The thing about the infinity pasta is it simply circulates in your digestive system. So you can have 5 bites of infinity pasta and live off of it for 7 days. That's right. It's amazing. We used to serve it to the Italian military. That's how we won the many wars that we have won in the past half century. I remember I was there on the front line. They had sent me to Kosovo as a peacekeeper. And I was there, and I could not stay back in the kitchen because men were dying. Men were living. I had to experience it. I threw my ladle away. Oh, I grabbed the pot of infinity pasta. I ran onto the field, and there was a Serbian man fighting a Kosovar, and I stopped him. I pushed him apart, and I shoved hot pasta into their faces. And right then they started to make love. So that's the answer to your question. Next, who has another question for Chef Giorgio? You, the ugly one.
Cheesecake.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't mean her, but yes, you.
Cheesecake. How do you make cheesecake?
How do you make cheesecake? What do I look like to you, buddy? What do you think I am, Emerald Lagasse? With some disgusting cheesecake for the masses? Cheesecake is an insult to cuisine. My father was killed by a cheesecake. He died in a cheesecake factory. Not one of those restaurants. A literal cheesecake factory. In Naples, he was making the cheesecakes. They worked him like a slave. 9 hours on the cheesecake conveyor belt, making the cakes. Finally, his heart gave out. He could not take
take it anymore. He clutched his heart like this, and then he grabbed his face, and he started to tear open his shirt. He slowly unbuttoned the shirt. He like this, he unbuttoned it like this, slowly, seductively, and he looked at the cheesecakes and said, you have killed me. You have killed Papa Giorgio, but one day I vow my revenge. You said I spat on him. And he grabbed the cheesecake and he looked at the cheesecake in his face and he said, my son one day will go to America and become a great chef. And he will never feed any of those fat people cheesecakes. He will make them skinny with the infinity pasta.
Well, I'm Italian, and actually pasta is more carbs than diet.
Oh, I have to respect your great wisdom on the subject, and I apologize for your brother. He's right. But the thing about my infinity carb pasta is that it's not made with carbs. It's made with a new miracle product. Can anyone guess what I used to make, huh?
Cheese.
That's right. It's nothing but cheese. Pure dairy, no carbs. The two things do not have anything to do with each other.
And that is our expert.
Oh, thank you.
The way that you play Emotion Cafe is that I am going to need Angelica and Steph, please, to come take a seat. All right, so we're in a pub, so let's switch it up to Emotion Pub, right? What kind of people would be at a pub? And you pair of people. Friends. Generic
I'm
friends.
emotional 24/7
And
myself.
now, I do need help from an audience member, so if I could get a volunteer, you are going to be screaming some emotions at these lovely ladies.
Oh, I hate to do that.
Anyone want to volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, thank you. Come all the way up.
I don't like to
Round
scream
of
at
applause
people.
for our lovely volunteer. What's your name? Crizia, wow. Never seen you before ever. All right, thank you so much. So yeah, the game is that we've got two friends here at an Emotion Pub. And whenever you feel like it, you can scream some emotions at them for them to switch to. Play two friends. Whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Jan, I'm so glad we decided to go out for our generic friendship brunch.
Rachel, I agree. We haven't had one of these in months.
I know. And you know, a lot of my other generic friends, when they're in like relationships, when they're like generic boyfriends. Generic.
That hurts my feelings!
Jan, we decided that we would be generic friends. We labeled each other, we went on Facebook, we made it official.
Okay, you were talking about some guy, you broke up with him or whatever.
Oh, is this about Louis?
Yes. You broke up with Louis, girl,
Yes.
you are free!
I am free, Louis!
I have a drinking buddy!
Wow!
She doesn't have to dish me every Friday!
And Louis was crazy because Louis like had this thing about pasta and
Wait.
buttoned like all these guys' shirts.
I did. I mean, I was just like desperate for some attention, and I just went, I mean,
Surprise.
and then they made fun of me. They said I was ugly and stupid.
Yeah, they did, and that made me really sad because Jan, you were the prettier than me, generic friend I have ever met.
Sleepy.
Oh, and after all those shirt unbuttonings, I just feel really tired.
No, it's just all the shirts are unbuttoned and we're here and being generic. And... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I lost the button! So Alexandra's going to leave the pub right now because she is terribly, awfully late for work. Now, Steph is the boss, and she is really strict about the attendance policy for work. But she's willing to let Alex off the hook if she comes up with a good enough excuse. So, why would Alex be late for work today?
She hit a beer.
To get a beer?
Oh, yeah.
That's a great excuse.
She spilled a sack of grains.
A sack of braids?
Grains.
Grains. My hearing is not so good. I heard beer and grains. So, grains and
She hit a deer.
a deer. She did not get a beer. She hit a deer. Anything else?
She hit the deer with a beer.
She hit a deer with a beer. Okay, that sounds great, and it rhymes. Awesome. So she hit a deer with a beer, and she lost all her grains. All her grains.
The deer, so it's 2.
Yes, she hit
Got
a
it.
deer with a
deer
beer
and
and
lost
lost
all her grains.
Got it.
So, this sounds a little complicated, but lucky for Alex, we have our 2-star employees right here, Louis and Fawad, and they are going to be behind the boss's back, be acting out why Alex was late. So it's Alex's job to guess this right, and it's your guys' job, once she guesses this right, to give us a round of applause so she knows. So a round of applause. All right, let's talk about it.
Well, you know, we're in a different age of time where I don't keep it.
You're late again.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I told you not to do this. I need to know the reason.
I'm so sorry. There was a dog, and I was feeding a squirrel. Yup, because that's all I got right now. I was feeding this animal that was on all 4s, and I couldn't quite figure out what that animal was. So then it got scared. It scared me. I had a bar fight with an animal, and I crashed my bottle, and I just like went for it like if I was fencing, and it was a rabid raccoon, possum.
Could have been another wild animal?
It could have been. It could have been a cat. Could have been a mouse. Could have been a bear. Could have been a bunny. Could have been so many things. I was drunk. So
You have nothing to fear. Fear, just tell me.
yeah, no, I was terrified. And I also hit it with my car. I hit it with my car. I did hit something with my car. It was big.
Do you have damage? Excuse me. Guys,
We
We
didn't
have
understand how
deadlines.
this cabinet works. So I was just trying to figure it out. Someone told me it was like a tap or something.
He has
but-
no short-term memory, so he always forgets everything from the last 30 seconds.
What's your name?
okay.
So you could.
The other room has a cabinet full of coffee. You guys could just get that. But we need to make the deadlines, okay? The big boss is coming.
Have a deadline?
Huh? Yes, the paperwork.
Alright.
Are we still gonna serve breakfast? Are we gonna do cream of wheat, or are we gonna do the alternative to cream of wheat?
I'll bring donuts.
Oh,
I'll bring
okay,
donuts
that's
for lunch.
Totally the alternative to cream of
Okay,
wheat.
excuse me. Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you for apologizing. I do have to say that while I was eating, I had to carry a dead body out. Yeah, I carried a dead body out, and I had to bury it by hand. And just sweep it away. I had to sweep away this carcass. I was so upset with myself, but I also got to eat some pasta and some dessert. I got to eat some pasta. I got to eat things.
You got to eat things.
I got to eat so many things that I can't remember that specific one. What was
Did it
that?
cause you pain?
Did it? Oh, I'm allergic to honey, but it wasn't that one. It was this Ray. It was a Ray. You know that Chef Ray? He made this thing, and I ran over this armadillo pasta.
Excuse me.
Wow.
I don't see the coffee. I thought you guys were getting
He
coffee.
got a bad cramp all over his body, and the only way for me to fix it is by not doing my job. And
It's health and wellness, Dave. It's health and wellness. I didn't have either.
All right, here's some water for your cramp. Just be careful and
You don't have any beer, do you?
after hours. There's a pub. You old back a pub. And we can go after work. But guys, anyway.
That's where I killed the animal at the pub. And
Now the animal I'm confused about.
of course you are. Everyone is. I murdered a critter. I did murder a critter.
Wow.
It was going for things. It was a goat. I murdered a goat. I murdered
Oh, it's our new pet for the office.
a deer.
Now, how did you hurt the deer? I fear in knowing, but how did you hurt the
I hurt
deer?
the deer because I was so drunk. I was so look. It was ridiculous. So I threw my bottle. I said, here. I threw it because I was like, you look like my mom, and I smacked it.
That should only take a few minutes. There was something else, I bet.
I know there was because I jumped, man. And after I had to ride a raft somewhere. As I opened, I had to hide the deer body somewhere.
You smell like cereal this morning.
Yeah.
Like a weird.
It's not Count Chocula. It is definite. It is golden. It is Cheerio.
Which one?
There's Honey Nut Cheerios.
There's another one that's like that.
There's cinnamon. It's really good for your heart. And I know that.
When there's a sweet Cheerio, but it's a little different. But it's not. Well, it's not Honey Nut. It's a little different.
It's like Fruit Loops.
Is that Fruit Loops? Okay.
It's not. No, it's definitely not. There's a guard. There's a guard there. A captain. British guard.
Guys, don't worry, man. Dude.
Sorry, I have to poop so bad.
Oh, you do. What's causing you to poop?
The Wheaties.
Guys, are you good?
I swear an oath that he is perfectly fine and always working. I promise you to God, I make this oath.
I'm sorry, it's the medicine. It's a new adjustment.
You guys are too loud, man. I can't even follow my point. Wait a minute. You said something about Wheaties. What does that consist of?
Wheaties like oats, like paper oats.
Oats? And there's another type. And that cause pain.
Ooh, Pepto-Bismol. There's the brand Cheerios.
Yes.
Are on brand because I took a huge dump later, and it was in the food group pyramid of bread, wheat, flour.
Hey boss,
honey.
I have your shipment of whole grain.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you guys for writing down finally. Okay, listen. This is the last straw. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to fire you now.
Thank you. Or ever.
Or fire you now, but you can come back. Let's get to work.
Thank you.
Help these guys. They're so loud.
Oh yeah.
That's why you were late. So this game is called Gibberish to English. So for the entirety of this game, we're going to screech, we're going to squawk, we're going to make some gibberishy sounds. As we switch from gibberish to English, there's going to be moments where we don't understand what's happening and moments where clarity hits us all. But before we start it, we need a relationship for the both of them.
Brothers.
Brothers. They're brothers. So anytime I yell gibberish or English, they're going to have to switch into that vocab. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here are the brothers.
Hey, Kane, how's it going?
It is going well,
Oh. I see you got some new sandals.
Yes, I was bestowed them by my father.
You mean our father?
Oh, I forgot.
So convenient for you.
Gibberish.
That was an accident. I didn't know you were going to be walking down in front of that cliff.
Yeah, you're just dropping rocks all willy-nilly, right?
Those boulders needed to be moved.
On top of my head? Don't be pointing that finger in my face, man.
Our first cousin was promised to me, okay?
That's really your role, man.
It was, don't you
Are you
dare.
talking about the goat one?
Huh?
The one with the goats?
You leave Barbara alone.
That's enough.
She is my betrothed.
We shall spawn half of humanity.
English.
You take that back all
She kissed me all night long. And the goat. I don't know which one I like more. But I'm taking both.
Fine. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
In the name of brotherly fealty, I shall allow it. You can have my betrothed. And I promise not to do anything to you in response.
What are we playing?
The question game. If you don't have a drink in your hand, you better get one because this is our drinking game. If you're drinking water, if you're drinking bubble tea, if you're drinking anything in between, drink it, okay? Because what we're going to do is during this question game, we can only talk in questions, okay? Now, the way that this is made a drinking game is that you're going to pick one of your improvisers. You can also pick all of your improvisers if you want to have a fun night. But every time one of them loses in the question game and has to go back to the line, you will drink according to your improviser, okay? Now, what?
Oh, we were just in awe of how well you're explaining this.
Thank you. I feel unsafe. So, for this game, we are going to split into teams. So can I get a starting question from any of you?
What happens if you what would happen if you teleported into the Pokemon universe?
What would happen if you transported into the Pokemon universe? Now, if any of us mess up, if we say a statement, if we repeat a question, or if we take way too long and hesitate, you go, and then they have to go to the back of the line. Cool beans?
Dr. Theus, where's my Jigglypuff?
Why do you want to know?
How can I win the tournament at Star City without Jigglypuff?
Do you have any passion?
How can you question my passion?
Are you not a child?
Don't I look like a child?
Where's your mother?
How much money do I have to bribe you to not tell them my real age so I can get into this tournament?
Can you come back with a permit?
Don't you know that I work for Team Rocket?
Are you gonna blast off?
How come you are dumb?
How do you get to Vermilion City? Oh,
Are you singing again?
does it sound okay?
Do you think maybe you shouldn't do a musical right now?
Do you think I'd make it big on record?
Can you hold a note?
Did it not sound good, Susie?
Are you on your head?
Have you seen them lately?
Do you see the bottle anywhere?
Is it the shelf?
Can you take something, please?
Can you tell me where the nearest pharmacy is?
Are your teeth blue?
Did I take too much colloidal silver?
Are you okay?
No.
Oh no, where's Zordon? They teleported me here. Wait, that's a statement, but I said where's Zordon first. Wrong TV show, right?
Do you see the light?
Wasn't it my turn?
Are you question me?
Is it wrong to question you?
Can you get a grip?
Who's the boss here?
Did you call him?
Did you?
Do you teach me and I teach you?
Are you a Pokemon?
Hey, you like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Do you know who I am?
Do you have a silver dragon?
Do you want to see my binder?
Where did you get that card?
Did you see that it's iridescent?
Have you been to the game shop in Pepper Pines?
Do you want to trade?
Do I need a special holographic card?
Do you even think I would like it if you didn't?
Do I need to have like a lot of stars under the card for it to be powerful?
Have you seen the news?
How did we get here?
Do you want me to cry?
Kinda.
Alright, how much pot did you smoke?
Do I look sophisticated now?
I'm answering the questions here.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Did he taste like blueberry?
Did you lick him too?
Is that why you look like you're Violet?
Am I purple?
Are you Willy Wonka's little girl that went into the factory?
Do you know how that sounds?
Did I say it weird?
Can you read your lines properly next time?
Is she the little girl Willy Wonka tricked?
Have you a bone to pick?
Have I a toothpick?
Is your name Dick?
Do I have to make a Mick?
Did you see Rick?
Where's the chick?
That's a quick, yeah, that's
Do you have any badges?
How many badges do you want, sir?
Where is the nearest gym?
Do we need a gym?
What kind of Pokemon is that?
Have you heard of the Casasaurus?
What is that?
No.
Okay, all right. So now let's go down the line. Okay. Ooh, very excited microphone.
That's a noisy one.
That's my Pokemon. That's how he attacks people.
What we are going to do is I'm going to point at someone. If you really like them, you're going to clap for them. But we're going to go to our Thunderdome round for our final two questioners. Okay? How did you feel about Angelica? How did you feel about Fawad? How did you feel about me? How'd you feel about Squirrely? Angelica?
What?
Who do you think the winner claps
I'm
for?
not good at this.
I think I had the lowest claps and the most microphones.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I got a woo! So,
Your woo was good.
Hey, Louis.
okay. What if it's a joker? What if it's Lewis?
Yeah.
Great. All right, joker, Fawad.
We different sides like all the time.
All right, remember the rules. Can I get a starting question?
Where's the stock market?
Where's the stock market?
Have you seen the sign?
Are those real numbers?
What are you, blind?
Do you see my glasses?
Oh, you must have a problem.
Here we have our champion! Everyone give it up for Alexandra!
So the way that you play Take It Back is they will be doing a scene. During this scene, at any time I feel like it, I can scream Take It Back. They must take back a portion of what they just said and give me something new. Why? Because I believe in you, okay? So, let's say, where are they? Where are they? Where would they be?
Desert.
In the desert. A generic desert. All right, whenever you guys are ready, you are in the desert. This is Take It Back.
I love being cactus harvesters in the desert.
I love it too, Sarah. I love it too, Sarah. Well, there's a cactus right here.
Take it back.
Wow, there is a pine needle cactus right here.
Take it back.
Wow, there is a cactus. Ah!
Oh, Beatrice, you didn't wear your specialty cactus harvesting gloves.
Take it back.
Beatrice, you didn't wear your skin on top of your skin on top of your skin for the cactus to not reach your skin.
Take it back.
Beatrice, you're bleeding.
I am. I'm gonna wipe it on your shirt.
Take back the reaction.
It's supple. My skin is so supple with the blood now.
You know what? I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink some.
Take it back.
I'm thirsty. I'm going to take It's good. That was yours.
Do you think we're vampires?
Take it back.
A little salty.
Beatrice, do you think that we just have mutated ourselves to enjoy the taste of blood?
Take it back.
Beatrice, do you think we're so tired from being in the desert that we think we like blood, but really we're like poisoning ourselves or something?
Now, Mom told me when I was little that we're really vampires.
Take it back.
We're really vampires.
Take it back.
We're really vampires.
Beatrice, you're hurting. Is that how you've been satiating your lust for blood all this time? You've been taking from your hands?
Yes. I haven't been that hungry because I've been secretly eating blood of every animal that I find.
Beatrice, why didn't you tell me? I could help you, Beatrice.
Take it back.
Beatrice, why didn't you tell me? I'm going to report you to the authorities.
Take it back.
Beatrice, why don't you tell me anything? Why are you such a bad partner, both in life and in work? Beatrice.
Take back the reaction.
Because vampires, I think, is against the law. I tried biting a cop once, and he tried to arrest me, but I ran.
He turned and everything?
Yes.
Here's an armadillo.
Take it back.
Here's a rock.
Take it back.
Here's a grain of sand. Wouldn't it be cool if we just tossed a vampire grain of sand out into the world and let it infect everyone?
Okay.
Oh no!
Take back the
Your
reaction.
teeth.
Yes! I have the power! It's in my eye!
Your teeth are changing. You're just like me.
It is supposed to be so painful. What? Oh my gosh! Oh my...
Share this armadillo with me.
Take it back.
Share this wild boar with me.
Take it back.
Share this gerbil with me.
I wish I could, my dear partner.
And scene.
Lewis has to be sitting at all times. One person needs to be bending over at all times, and one person must be standing at all times. If they don't do one of these things, then, you know, nothing really happens, but it's lame. We want them to follow the rules, yeah? Yeah! We love rules. I love rules. Wow. Okay, so can I have an environment for this scene to be in?
A classroom.
A bathroom?
A classroom.
Classroom. Nay, Angelica. What's a classroom? I need to go to the ear doctor. A classroom. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right, guys.
Oh my gosh. Pamela, my beautiful student. You don't look sick.
I swallowed the goldfish.
You gave her the goldfish.
Cherry?
He just looks so golden.
Oh no.
Let me see.
Oh!
Oh, you're gonna make me throw.
There he goes. There he goes.
No, no.
There he goes.
No,
Yeah. There he goes.
I'm going to pick everything up. Oh gosh, you students.
Wow, you're just doing that with your hands, Teach.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna get sick probably from this.
That's
Please,
fine.
please sit down.
I feel
I'm
way
so
better.
sorry.
I think it's gonna come out of both ways.
No, I gotta get out of here. I
I got it.
No, not here.
I got it.
Oh, no. Here.
Oh.
You guys are disgusting.
I
Seriously.
think I'm getting sick.
Oh, you should see. You should see. I feel so much better.
Is there a custodian here?
Wait,
was hungry for lunch and I ate Steve.
You ate both the goldfish?
I did.
Oh my god.
I have a secret. You guys weren't behaving, so I decided to take my revenge.
I think we should stay up for this.
You are a 45-year-old woman!
I turn 45 next week.
Oh my
It's
God!
not sushi.
They're going to take 3 suggestions each. Ooh. They are going to take 3 suggestions each and put them in their pockets. Take the 3 suggestions. When they have the 3 suggestions in their pocket, they're going to be performing a scene. During the scene, they are going to pull out the suggestions, and no matter what is said on the suggestion, they have to say it in the middle of the scene as their dialogue. No matter what it is. It's straight from the paper to their mouth. But before we get started with those shenanigans, who are they to each other?
Cousins.
They're cousins. Cousins, how beautiful. Cousins, take it away.
Oh no.
Just a warning, this might not be poetry like the last scene was.
In a time of great tragedy, we cousins come together.
It is true. After the death of our mutual fathers, we have now been fated to share rule of the kingdom of the 7 lands.
I despise it! I despise it all, Joffrey!
It does not matter, Drayaris.
You better say it right!
As much as I loathe it, we must now...
Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it, say it.
make our families one. Give birth to an heir.
You know, when Grandmama was babysitting us,
Do not just say grandmama, call her by her title.
when Queen Grandmama,
There you go.
she says, I used to be somebody. And she was. Before she was Queen Grandmama, she was just Queen Anthony.
Yes, Queen Anthony before the spell.
Yes, great ruler and murderer.
Master of all of the troglodytes.
All of them.
Are we in an isekai?
And now, it is up to us, cousin.
Yes, but there's something I have not revealed to you, cousin.
Sure, go ahead, see if I'm shocked.
Mike Wazowski, when he doesn't do his paperwork, forgot to do your paperwork.
Asshole!
And so your claim to the throne is illegitimate.
Damn him and his one eye!
And I brought you here under these false pretenses of marriage and courtship for one true purpose, to eliminate all heirs to my claim.
Wow! Wow, okay. All right, and here I thought my name is what? Say it! Say my name!
Your name is nothing now. Archers. Dirty Joke. That's your name, Dirty Joke.
You vile, illegitimate creature!
Illegitimate, how dare you!
You're a bastard!
Are you saying that because my hair is red?
Yes!
And
Mine is blonde!
and our entire family is blonde?
Yes!
That I am somehow some sort of illegitimate?
Yes!
Well, let me tell you, am I your first? Because everybody's illegitimate in this kingdom. Haven't you been watching the show this 8+8 season? Everybody's doing everybody, and nobody is who they claim to be.
All right. Can we come to a compromise, my dear cousin? Right? We should be friendly.
You're right. I guess since you're both illegitimate.
We are. Let's be honest. It's a wide range of us out there, okay?
Hold, Archers, hold.
Hold, please. I think I like it when it rains.
Well, Barbie beach party, maybe?
Would anyone like to volunteer to lay here? Yes. Stay down.
All right.
No one will touch you. All right. Now, yes. So, my dear audience, I also need a first and last name or something like Cher for this person right here.
Billy Bob. Josh.
Billy Bob Josh. Billy Bob. Dearly beloved. We are gathered here today to celebrate the great Billy Bob Josh. No one saw this coming. And don't forget to leave your donations over there in the church box. Thank you. If anyone would like to say any kind words for the deceased, I will open it up to friends and family now.
I wanted to say, I remember Billy Bob Josh. He was the biggest AC/DC fan I've ever seen. He had this incredible resemblance to Angus Young, the guitar player. And he just always wore those little shorts. God, I love those shorts.
They were lovely.
I am Sister Agnes, and Billy Bob Josh came to see me and seek my advice on the frequent shorts, AC/DC. I heard it all, but I knew, yes, I knew that Billy Bob Josh liked his liquor a little too thicker. Even for the vicar. Anyway, we used to joke. Just like that, just like that. He would slip and tumble and fall into my monastery, and needless to say, that's how he ended up here today with us. Yes. Blessed be Billy Bob Josh.
My name is Tilly Bob Josh. And I can barely speak right now. I apologize. But Billy Bob, we met on the papaya farm. And he was really good with papayas. He used to throw them. He used to eat them. He used to sit on them. He was a wonderful papaya farmer. And then one day, he slipped in a papaya and died. During the Metallica song. Billy Bob, I love you. Tilly loves you, man.
Yeah, it's me, Ron Johnson! Lead singer, AC/DC! Oh no! My number one fan! Wow! How can you leave me, Billy Bob? How can you leave without me on the highway? Why you got us all here in the church? Back in black! I'd come out of retirement and I was gonna do a show just for Billy Bob. But then he found God and he went to the church and then he started eating those pies and pineapples. But what people didn't know was that there was a crazy rainstorm going on. And Billy Bob was really into metal. He was really into metal. How middle was he?
How middle was he?
Thank you for ruining Chuck.
You're welcome.
He was so in the middle. He was wearing titanium underwear. And then with the lightning, yeah. He was.
heart, so you could be one of us. Now we are here every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. here at Old Falcon Pub. Please, please, please don't forget to tip the bar. And if you would be so kind, not necessary at all, we will also leave this here for you. My name's Alexandra.
I'm Fawad.
Stephanie.
Willie.
And Angelica.
And we are...
This is Improv.